With a star departing WWE and more, this is Wrestling Rambles. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report.
Before we move on, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Rambles with notifications on, and don't forget to like the video.
A user on X posted a clip from 15 years ago on ECW where Yoshitatsu made his debut in WWE and Shelton Benjamin did a Japanese impersonation. Benjamin responded to this post, writing, "If I could erase one thing in my career, this is it. I'm completely and utterly disgusted by this racist shh. I'm glad the ending was my character getting kicked in the head and losing. Hashtag racism sucks." With him cornering Ray for his fight at UFC 303, Shinsuke Nakamura said this to Aaron Bronstetter of Sportsnet. "Cause I have an MMA career back then, I knew his father for a long time, so his son got a ticket for the UFC, so his father asked me about being in his corner, and I said, of course, it's my honor." Fulfilling a request from a Make-A-Wish child, The Rock said this on Instagram.
Hey, happy weekend to you guys out there. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Hope you guys are doing some fun stuff. Wherever you're at in this big old crazy, unpredictable world, it's a special weekend. It's a special Sunday in particular. I'm going to tell you guys why here in a second. I received a request that I need to share with you guys. The sharing of this request is in the spirit of Make-A-Wish, which is a foundation that I hold very near and dear, as you guys know, to my heart. I've had the honor and the privilege of granting wishes for years now, and I continue to grant them sometimes daily, weekly, as life happens. And every once in a while I get a request like this, like I just received. And this is a special Make-A-Wish request. It's called a rush wish. And a rush wish means what the implication sounds like, which is time is just not on our side when it comes to this particular wish. And the wish here is a little girl. She's 4 years old, and her name is Lily Guerrero. 4 years old, Lily Guerrero. This rush wish is that Lily is on home hospice now, and she watches Moana every day, all day, her dad said, and her wish is to have Dwayne Johnson sing "You're Welcome" to her and have it recorded so she can listen to it over and over and over. And of course, mom and dad have asked that I share Lily's wish on social media to share her spirit, her strength, and her mana. And of course, we take that energy and we take it and we send it right back to Lily. That's why I'm sharing it with you guys now. Okay, so Lily Guerrero is no longer verbally communicating because she's on a feeding tube, but Lily can still hear, see, and react. And she's super excited about this. Okay, a few things before we get going. And I sing Lily's favorite treats: Outshine purple popsicles, watermelon blow pops. Your favorite color is pink. I love pink. Real men wear pink. Your favorite game is peekaboo. Love that game. Your favorite singer is Taylor Swift. That's awesome. I love Taylor. She's a buddy of mine. And by the way, if she were here, she would tell you, stay strong, and she would give you a big hug. Your favorite movie is Moana. And thank you. You're welcome. Your pets, you have cats, Luna, Honey, and Boots. Sound like my girlfriends in college. Your favorite actor is Kevin Hart. What? No, only kidding. Dwayne Johnson. All right. Lily Guerrero, 4 years old. Your wish is for me to sing You're Welcome. I am honored to grant your wish. Here we go. Lily, I'm actually here at the piano. But I realized I stink at playing piano. So we're not going to do that. We will do this. Here we go. Try not to screw this up. Here we go. Thank you so much for allowing me the privilege to make your Make-A-Wish come true. That is me singing You're Welcome in a few keys that I'm quite sure don't exist. I hope you enjoyed it. And Lily, you are so special. You are such a special, special, special little girl. I love you. And we are all, by the way, sending you so much love, so much light, so much strength, and so much mana. All right, bye. You're welcome.
Talking about how WWE offered him a role as a manager for Lacey Evans, Sergeant Slaughter told Busted Open Radio, they wanted me to come in and manage her, but I saw the contract and I said, this is a slap in the face. I should be given $1 billion contract just for what I did for your company, but then you send me a contract that I wouldn't have wiped my butt with if I was that kind of guy. As a professional, I just called and said I'm not interested, but if you want to come up with a little bit more money that would allow me to retire from this business, then I'll think about coming back, but until then, I'm not coming back. He then said this regarding Evans using his finishing move, the Cobra Clutch. So that's when I put my foot down and said to WWE, hey, I own that move. I don't want you to use it anymore. I didn't mean to be mean or hurt her. I just said that's not what the Cobra Clutch is supposed to be. It's supposed to be the end of it. That's the end of the story. Just like, hey, Devon, get the tables. That's the end of the story. Going over the talks between WWE and Warner Brothers Discovery over TV rights, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select said, regarding the WWE aspect of things in the rumored meeting last year between WWE and WBD, industry sources said that they expected all along WWE to wait until the right time to announce a deal for WWE Raw. One of the main reasons for that was that the market wasn't particularly robust for TV deals at the end of 2023, and despite getting a healthy increase on their SmackDown rights, the stock took a hit. This is something WWE was said to look to avoid, and WBD wasn't surprised by this. WWE and WBD did meet last year before WWE secured their television rights. When Fightful asked WBD sources about the meeting, we were told that the two sides are international business partners because of the relationship with TNT Sports and WWE. Ringside News added that WBD sources indicated that extending television rights likely included AEW, as the market for selling rights in late 2023 was not attractive. Announcements are expected well within 2024. WBD is also involved in negotiations for NBA rights, which are a major priority. Meanwhile, AEW and WBD are confident their partnership will continue with cross-promotional efforts like the House of the Dragon integration and the Reebok deal for the Young Bucks. An offer from WBD has been on the table for months, but details are scarce. Criticizing AEW President Tony Khan over his previous partnership with TNA Wrestling, Matt Hardy noted on his Extreme Live podcast, Tony Khan would do those paid ads where he would pay for the ads and just say AEW is so much better than TNA and this and that. I mean, it is fine if that's the approach you wanted to do, it's absolutely fine, but I also come from a place where if you're going to compete against someone, if it's an opponent in the ring, at some point you need to put them over so that they look credible. credible and they could beat you. Or if they do beat you, you don't just talk about how awful they are. I just feel like it's important to put over your opposition to a degree so they seem somewhat on the same level, especially if you're doing it back and forth. Tony Khan chose an opposite route, and that's fine. I mean, it was something different, and maybe it worked at the time. You know, where he would talk about how much AEW was better than TNA. During an interview with BT and Saul on WFAN, AEW TBS champion Mercedes Mone said this about her contract offer from AEW prior to joining the company. In a sense, I enjoyed it because I was like, I can't believe how many companies want me so bad and how many lucrative deals were put on the table. Which one do I choose? Which one do I want? It was also scary at the same time because WWE is WWE. I was like, do I go back? My heart was saying, don't go back, go forward. I kept hearing that in my head. Keep going forward. They keep offering me things and they keep asking me to come back. Mercedes, go forward. New Japan came about, CMLL, AEW. Just having the conversation with Tony Khan. It took about 2 years of having conversations. Will this work? Is this what I want? Is this what my heart wants? Finally, I went to All In at Wembley, being in the crowd and seeing out 80,000 fans. It wasn't WrestleMania, it was AEW All In. I was like, this is where I want to be. I want to be here, and this company feels aligned with my soul. We kept talking and I got the most amazing contract in wrestling history. In that same interview, Mercedes Mone said this regarding fans forcing autographs at airports. Yeah, it sucks. Well, I've talked about this in the past and got harassed by saying I don't sign at the airports. For me, that's stalking because you shouldn't know when I land, what flight I'm on. Same thing at the hotels. If you're finding out where I'm staying, no, that's crossing the line. You can come up to the arena early and wait outside, and I'm always there, willing and ready to sign autographs. I'm ready and happy to meet my fans. But when it comes to that personal space of coming off a flight after traveling for so long and not even in your character mode, you know, you don't want to get handed a bunch of stuff that's not even for them. They're going to put that out on eBay so they can make their money, right? It doesn't even feel genuine sometimes at all. So I always give a nice little no thank you, good for you, play game. Oh, that's no thank you, like no thank you. When it comes to the strategy of WWE handling releases in the future, Ringside News wrote that earlier this year, the likes of Zion Quinn, Xia Li, Jinder Mahal, Von Wagner, and then Cameron Grimes were released from the company, but it clearly did not stop there whatsoever. The company followed this by releasing several talent such as Ezekiel Balagun, Julian Baldy, Trey Bearhill, Emma Maria Diaz, who garnered attention through the WWE Roku channel series WWE Next Gen. Valentina Feroz, Drew Gulak, Keyshawn, LaFleur, Daryl Mason, Vlad Pavlenko, and Kaya Saint. However, Dijak confirmed that June 28th was his final day under contract with WWE and stated that he wasn't even informed of his release until the very last minute, which was shocking to fans. While speaking on Fightful Select's Q&A podcast, Sean Ross Sapp was asked about Dijak's release and whether talent not being informed of their release well in advance is the new norm. Sapp noted that within WWE, many were hoping that Dijak's release was an anomaly as he was informed of his release in very short order. Sapp added that Drew Gulak was expected to be re-signed before certain developments unfolded, with Gulak being informed well in advance. However, others like Reggie and Saray were also given advance notice. On the contrary, Dijak did not receive prior notification and was even engaged in potential contract discussions. This situation has left many within WWE unhappy, hoping it doesn't become a regular occurrence in the future. People in WWE were hoping it's an anomaly because he was informed in very short order. Drew Gulak was expected to be re-signed before a lot of the stuff unfolded. He was notified Gulak well ahead of time from what I understand. Reggie, Scripps, he was notified well ahead of time. Dijak was not. Not only that, he engaged them in potential contract talks, so yeah, this is not something a lot of people are happy about and hope it's not the norm moving forward. Speaking about a potential return to WWE, Jonathan Coachman said this on the Angle podcast. I know exactly what I would want to do. I do not want to go back and sit at a 3-person table with Corey Graves or Michael Cole. I have no desire to do that. I would do a 2-person commentary team, but in reality, what am I best at? There's a lot of talent that no matter how much they practice, how much they try, they will never be good on the microphone. To me, mic work is as important as in-ring work. If you can't do it, you're not going to get over to the full capacity that you want, making yourself a main event star. Where I can help the most is being a sidekick to somebody, being a manager to somebody, putting together a group of people and leading them. The other thing that I've learned in the past 15 years, I'm a really good leader. I'm really good at making decisions and executing them. If I came back, that would be my ideal role in a 2-person commentary booth. I think that would be a blast to do that now, especially with some of the younger talent that don't quite understand how to cut a promo. I learned from the best. I was learning from The Rock for 2 years. There is a pause to it. There is an inflection to it. There is an understanding that it doesn't matter when the red light comes on, you've got to hit it in this length of time. That's where I think I could really help. Not that he needs it, because I don't think he does, but I think it would be fun to work with Drew McIntyre because he's such a big dude. I think having somebody put over how good he is and how big he is would be a lot of fun. I've seen different stories, and I don't know how much is true about the Hurt Business not being reconvened because of the bloodline. Who knows? Maybe there's a guy in NXT or developmental that we don't even know yet that's being held back because they can't talk. I think I'd love to help somebody new as well. In an update on the WWE status of Ricochet, Ringside News noted that Ricochet's tenure with WWE has come to an end. According to Fightful Select, Ricochet's contract was set to expire, and we can now confirm that as of midnight on July 1st, his deal with the company officially expired. WWE had already moved him to their alumni section on June 30th, just hours before his contract ended. Due to this, he was not contractually able to appear at the AEW NJPW Forbidden Door show. Sources within both WWE and AEW anticipate that Ricochet will join AEW. However, despite the widespread speculation, it's being said that Ricochet was not planning to face Will Ospreay at the upcoming All In event, at least not as of recent weeks. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.